As solemn as this topic is, the God who is very angry, there's a sense in which, for anybody who's followed the storyline this far, it should not be too surprising. The category of righteous anger is not for us near the top of our scale of virtues. One of the most frightening passages in the Bible is found in Revelation 14. We've come to the last book of the Bible. Then I saw another angel flying in midair, and he had the eternal gospel to proclaim to those who live on the earth, to every nation, tribe, language, and people. He said in a loud voice, "Fear God and give him glory, because the hour of his judgment has come. Worship him who made the heavens, the earth, the sea, and the springs of water." A second angel followed and said, "Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great, which made all the nations drink the maddening wine of her adulteries." Now, historic Babylon, of course, was the capital of the Babylonian Empire and the Tigris-Euphrates system, and at one point was the capital of the regional superpower, the superpower that destroyed the southern part of the land of Israel, that is, the tribes of Judah and Benjamin, destroyed the temple in 586 BC. But it becomes, in the Bible, a kind of symbol for paganism that runs amok and is finally destroyed. The great king boasts powerfully in the book of Daniel of this Babylon. "Is not this mighty Babylon that I have built?" But it becomes almost a symbol for arrogance, for vaunted self-independence. It's a symbol for the spirit of godlessness which in every age lives in those who worship anything but the Creator. Society set free from God is its own worst enemy. And now, in New Testament times, Babylon has already been destroyed. It's a piddling little village at this juncture. But the name of Babylon is picked up and applied in a symbol-laden way to the city of Rome, which was at that time the capital city of the regional superpower. And the mark of paganism, unbelief, arrogance. And now, as the final account is readied, the second angel says, "Fallen, fallen is Babylon the Great." That is, there is an announcement of the impending destruction of all society and life and arrogance that sets itself up over against God himself. In the first century, manifested in particular in paganism. It made all the nations drink the maddening wine of her adulteries. These adulteries in biblical language have to do not first and foremost with merely sexual adultery, if I may dare put it that way. But adultery becomes a figure for the kind of apostasy in which you're not, as it were, tied intimately and covenantally with God, but you prostitute yourself to other gods, so that adultery becomes almost a symbol for betrayal of God. Hell is not going to be filled with people who say, all right, you win. I'm so sorry. I do repent. I really would like another chance. I really would like now to trust Jesus. I really now would like to go to heaven." It's not going to be filled with people like that. You move into hell itself, and you remain in principle what you are already. Hell is full of people who don't want to be there, but still do not want to bend the knee. And for all eternity, they still hate God. They still despise the cross. They still sin and hate each other in this endless cycle of self-chosen sin and iniquity and rebellion and anarchy and idolatry and its consequences. It's horrendous. So much is that part of their stamp and their makeup that if they went suddenly transported to heaven, they'd hate it. For at the end of the day, what hell measures is how much Christ paid for those who escape hell. The measure of his torment, in ways I don't pretend even to begin to understand. The measures of his torment as the God-man is the measure of torment that we deserve, and he bore. And if you see that and believe it, you will find it difficult to contemplate the cross for very long without tears.